All right, welcome back to the tool shed. Toolbox.
And I'm the tool man, Taylor.
You are the toolbox.
I'm the toolbox. Why? Because I get entered? Because I have tools on the inside?
Whoa.
Because I contain all of the tools. I can do lots of things.
Well, someone in the comments was saying that tool is a euphemism for dick. For phallic objects.
Really?
That's what someone said. But also I was reading through the comments and it seems like everyone has a different interpretation of why it's called tool. It seems like everyone has a different interpretation of the songs. And which is good. It's fine. It's art, you know, that's what it's for. It's probably why it's vague. You know what I mean?
It's in all caps, so maybe it's an acronym.
Someone also said that they're called Tool because their intention was to, like, they made the songs kind of vague on purpose so that you could use them as a tool when you're in certain moods or emotional spaces.
Okay. Interesting.
I think they just like wrenches.
What do the Tool guys say? The actual
like a mechanic?
people of Tool. What did they say it means? You know what I mean?
I don't know. They probably don't. I don't know.
Or maybe we can find an interview or something.
Yeah.
And then I'll enlighten us.
But it's usually never, they're just like, oh yeah, we were just like, we were next to Tools when we were playing in a garage. You know, it's usually just something like that.
We were playing in a garage and we're like, hey, you Tools.
Yeah, whenever there's something like, whoa, I wonder how they came up, it's like, no, we were just like, we're watching a fucking blimp and we're a metal band, so we called it Led Zeppelin or something. You know what I mean? It's always something like, oh, it's not that cool.
That's not why at all.
It's not that cool.
But I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. Okay, so we're listening to Vicarious today.
Which is 3.5 minutes too long.
Nuh-uh. If it's a really good song and it's only 3.5 minutes, then you're like, oh, dang.
I don't know,
Replay,
maybe. We'll see, dude. Whenever I see a long song, I'm like, okay.
He likes short things. It kind of suits him.
Thanks.
Just kidding.
All right, let's go.
Oh, he wants to sit with you, but you don't have any dang pants on.
I have an exposed ball.
Okay, Zuko, you gotta stay with me, okay? These pussies are stronger.
Right?
Yes.
We are doing the lyrics. Sounds like the last one a little bit. A lot of it.
Ooh. I wonder if I did that on a cymbal. That was like a crazy.
It's probably a xylophone. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh. No, but there was like this. Unless it's digital. Okay, so this guy obviously likes killer shows like the rest of us.
I don't think it's like just judging from what we've heard so far. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's more like seeing stuff in the news, how the news is just feeding us like really tragic stuff and like kind of setting people into a panic, and we're just kind of addicted to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's like I like serial killer shows. I think it's a...
I mean, I was like half kidding. That was
yeah.
like a joke.
And the song's called Vicarious, so I feel like it's like, you know.
But that does make sense, what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So good. I think I really like the drummer in this band. Like, I don't know, the instruments just, I don't even know what it is that I like. I just really like them.
I was thinking about the drummer. He's like a little bit offbeat almost, and it's making me feel weird. Like he's going, there's like really weird, you know, I'm not a musician, but it feels like there's weird sporadic moments in there. It's like, oh, it's a little bit off, like,
I have felt that in some of the other songs, but
yeah.
This one I feel a little less.
Yeah. like the ending a lot.
Oopsies. Okay.
Yeah, the ending was cool. I like it. I like it when they, I don't know, like they're really cool, but when they're like going through like the mid song, their songs seem to like build, and when they're slow, I don't like. I'm just always like, let's go. See, and then by the end, when they do pick it up and they go a little bit heavier, I'm like, fucking let's go. You know, that's what I want.
Yeah, but I think that I like the slow parts because they're built back up. I don't know. I just like the way that they do it.
I do too, but we had to wait 6 minutes for it to build up.
See, I don't know. I liked the whole thing, like the kind of sporadic drumming. I don't know if you can call it that, but
yeah, I don't know how to describe it either. But
I like it. I liked it a lot. And when he sang that one line, what was it? He kind of like sang it with the drums, I think it was. And I was like, ooh.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I like how he randomly did that.
Yeah, they have like little clips in the song where it's like, fucking, oh, that sounds really crazy. But then it's, I don't know, they're interesting. It's very interesting. It's one of those bands where like I feel like they're not grabbing me right away, but I definitely like something is making me want to listen to them more. And I feel like it is one of those bands you just have to kind of live with for a little bit and then you kind of get it more. Or maybe I just haven't taken the correct drug to enjoy that. I don't like that. I don't like when people use, you need drugs for it. Like,
I like what these guys have to say in all their songs so far. Like, it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Feels, you know, we're also listening to Rage Against the Machine, if you don't know, and they like always are saying some shit that makes me listen. And this, if he is talking about the news, or maybe he's talking about all of it, the news and our love to see like all of this tragedy. We're so addicted to it.
Yeah. I don't think it's necessarily like after listening to the rest of it, I think it's just like human nature is what he's talking about. It's like we like to pretend that we're like, oh, I like nice stuff. But then, you know, the war in Ukraine happens and I'm like watching the fucking war videos on Reddit and shit. You know what I mean? It's like that. You know, it's like, I would love there to not be war happening, but if there's war happening, I'm fucking watching that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of think that's what I got from it. Pull your head out of your hippie haze. It's interesting. I don't know, when people use the word hippie, it's interesting, you know, post like 85. But I think that line is saying like, you know, you're looking at the world through rose-colored glasses, basically. And that's not how it is.
I liked it a lot, and I love that it will start conversations. Like we'll probably keep talking about this later.
Yeah.
I like that shit.